Shalom, beautiful brothers and sisters in Yahweh. Thank you for joining me again. If you don't know me, my name is Sherry. I have been sharing a few prophetic dreams that Yahweh has been giving me and that I think everybody needs to know. So I'll go ahead and tell you just the last couple of days, he has given me some dreams about water and flooding. So we'll go into them, but today is the 12th of November, so I would have got this first one on the 10th, the night of the 10th. So let's get into it. So in this dream, it started out with Mr. Musk. Everybody knows who Mr. Musk is. Mr. Musk was on a talk show or a podcast or something, and he was claiming that the best thing for everybody is to have 3 partners. Everybody should be having 3 partners. Now, I know this is not in itself very special, but as Yahweh had revealed to me when I woke up from the dream, this is all about timing. So when Mr. Musk reveals to us this particular idea he has on whatever platform he decides to reveal it on, then we are going to, shortly after that, we will have this event. So I was out in the bush or forest somewhere with other people, just driving along. I think we were in either cars or we were on a tour or something like that. We're driving along and we hop out and we have a look at something, stop for a break. I'm not sure what we did, but we were outside the cars, and all of a sudden down the river or creek, whatever country you live in, you'll call it something different, there was a flood of water. It was just rushed, like somebody turned on a tap, and in the water was cars, and there was people inside the cars being washed down with the water. And so we were trying to rescue, and we were able to rescue most, if not all, of the people out of the cars as the water just washed everything away just through this river. It was a very simple dream. It wasn't very long. It wasn't very in depth. I just remember that we were saving people. So it's possible that the timing, I'm not sure if this is a physical event or if this is a spiritual event, but it's possible that this is meaning, which I feel led, that the Ruach, the Holy Spirit is revealing that we are saving people. This rush of water, deluge, possibly a deluge from something, we are able to save people from it. So that's awesome. That's a positive. Now, last night, which would have been the 11th of November 2022, so close to the new year, I was with a group of people. We were at this resort somewhere on the side of a mountain, kind of closer to the bottom of the mountain, a little way up. It's with all these different people. I seemed to know them pretty well, because I remember I was walking around chatting with them. I was sort of just camp on that person's couch, camp on the next person's couch. I'm not sure why I was really, whether I was paying for the resort or whether I was just camping there. Not sure what was going on, but whatever was going on, we were at this resort, and all of a sudden we all hear this noise. It's just phenomenally loud. Just like, and we all look up, and I see a comet or asteroid, whatever you want to call it, but it's in the atmosphere, and it is it's massive. And Yahweh showed me the detail of it, and it was black and very sparkly, like it shimmered. And then in my spirit, I just knew, and I said to everybody around, I just said, we've got to go. We have got to get up the mountain now. We've got to go. Now, everybody was lagging behind. They were just like, oh yeah, we're coming, we'll get there. And they were packing things, packing suitcases, trying to pack into a car. Like they were wasting time, really. And so suddenly I was just like, no, I have to go. I have to leave. So I left. I just left. I think I might have grabbed a couple of people. I'm not sure. I just know I left, and I went up the mountain. And I remember I joined up with some other people that were climbing up the mountain. And as I was climbing up the mountain, all of a sudden this floodwater just, again, like somebody had turned on a tap, floodwater just everywhere. And it was basically chasing us up the mountain. So we were running from this water, and these people I met on the side of the mountain, everybody was helping each other. We're all helping each other up, helping each other climb. At a couple of points, I'm not sure what this is significant of, but we saw 2 bears. We stopped twice because there were bears. The bears knew what was going on. The bears were climbing to get up the mountain too. They were trying to get to safety as well. They were climbing the mountain, and so we had to stop, and we waited for these bears to just sort of pass on, just move on, or else we very carefully went around them. There was other situations where the path was very narrow, so there was actually people climbing sort of up on the edges and down on the edges to make sure that people wouldn't slip, to just sort of, they were holding on with one hand and they were trying to guide with another. And so there was some small paths, and then it got wider, and everybody was again moving as quickly as they could up this mountain. I remember we stopped and everybody shared what they had, what little we had, with very little food, but we were sharing it all together. We were a group, a family. We were working together. So we got to the top of this mountain, and well, it wasn't quite the top, it was almost the top. And I looked around because it was just a couple of little higher bits up just to the right of me. But I looked around and the water had stopped. It had come to a stop, and we were all very relieved that we'd finally gotten up enough that we were away from the water. But I looked around and it was just water everywhere. I don't know what country I was in, so I mean, I don't know what mountain I was climbing, but whatever mountain it was, I couldn't see anything. It was just water. So at this time, I woke up from my dream, actually finished a dream, prophetic dream, which is pretty cool, because honestly, I often wake up during prophetic dreams. And I went back to sleep later on, and it's like my dream restarted, but it restarted at the time where I was at like a little bit into the beginning of my dream, where I was at the resort with the people and I was chatting to somebody, and then all of a sudden we heard the noise, and I look up, and instead of the comet, the asteroid, it was a spaceship. And that was it. That was the whole dream. The redo of the dream. And honestly, that bit's got me a little bit baffled. We will have to come back to that when I get a little bit more information, because we prophesy in part, the parts that we are given. So who knows? It might be the timing of somebody revealing themselves, some things revealing themselves. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But I do very strongly believe that these two dreams together they're significant of, sorry guys, they signify a coming deluge of some sort. It's going to be a flood of something. And especially in the second dream, I believe that I know what the mountain means. I know what mountains mean. It's significant of getting closer to Yahweh, getting closer to our Father. So he is telling us we need to get closer to him. We need to get close to him. We need to work together. We need to work together and get closer to him so that we will be able to get through what is coming. We will be able to help each other, and we will make it through. So, yeah, I think that's pretty self-explanatory, guys. And I think we'll be able to save a few lives from the dream in the first. I think we'll be able to save a few lives, a few souls in the process of helping each other out, of making our way with Yahweh. So guys, that's pretty much the dreams. They're pretty significant to what's going to happen, I believe, very soon. There's lots of other prophets and prophetesses who are prophesying very similar things. So go on, head out there, give it a watch. Raiding Israel is really good. I find I am given very similar insight at very similar times. My insight lines up with his pretty spot on. Sister Carrie Ann, yeah, pretty spot on. Yahweh's definitely given insight to me on things that she's then come and revealed, and it's just confirmation to me, which is absolutely amazing, awesome. Praise Yahweh, for he is awesome always. So guys, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I'll be back again another time with another dream. Thanks. Bye. Shalom. Blessings to you all. Love you. Bye.